Welcome back to Rich Words Music, where today we're doing a comparison between three, in my opinion, underrated Electro-Harmonix Overdrive pedals. No big muff today. These are all pedals that are great for clean boosts and low and medium drive sounds, and they're also all pedals that do that fabled transparent overdrive as well. So you've seen the thumbnail. The three drives that we have today are, firstly, the cult classic, the Soul Food, and this is Electro-Harmonix's take on the Klon Centaur overdrive circuit. We've got three controls here: a volume, a drive, and a treble, or a tone control. So it's very, very simple, and this will set you back under $100 or €100. So very, very affordable, and the cornerstone of many a pedal board over the years. So first up, we've got the Soul Food. Second up, we have the new kid on the block, and this is the Spruce Goose overdrive pedal. Slightly more expensive at about $130 or euros. This pedal came out in late 2023, and it's the brand's take on the legendary, the iconic Bluesbreaker circuit. So this will do transparent overdrive too, but it's got a lot of dirt under the hood as well, thanks to its three-way lift switch here. Otherwise, we have a volume and a gain control and a two-band EQ courtesy of bass and treble controls. Now, the input gain can be goosed on this pedal, hence the name Spruce Goose. You can goose it by 9 dBs by flicking the lift switch up to the middle, or by a massive 21 dBs by pushing it all the way up to the top. So this is the Spruce Goose, and the other pedal that I want to talk about is massively underrated, and I actually don't know of any other guitar players in my circle who own one. It's the Crayon Overdrive, and Electro-Harmonix refer to this as being a full range overdrive. It does that transparent thing very, very well indeed. And the perceived wisdom on the internet is that this pedal may well be Electro-Harmonix's take on the exotic BB preamp pedal. BB, of course, standing for Bluesbreaker, so it does that sort of thing too. But if you max out the gain control, there's a lot of dirt under the hood with this pedal. We've got four controls here: volume and gain, and a two-band EQ here as well, courtesy of your bass and treble knobs. So three great overdrive pedals. I've bought them all with my own money, so this is not a sponsored video in any way. I've used them all in a variety of contexts and with a variety of different guitars. And if you're someone who's out there and maybe wondering which is going to work best for you, well, hopefully this video is going to help, because coming up I have two loops, one played with the single coil bridge pickup of my Fender Telecaster and the other played with the bridge humbucker of my Epiphone Les Paul, that will really give you a taste of how these pedals sound. So my setup for today is going to be, we're going to run the pedals into the front end of my Hughes & Kettner Ampman pedal amp on a pretty neutral setting on the amp's clean channel, no reverb or anything like that, and I'll be using my Boss RC10 looper to play two loops. What I'll do is have the pedals set up one after the other. We'll play them separately, we'll hear them together, we'll stack them too, because pedals like this are great for stacking. Listen to the loops now, let me know what you think in the comments, and we'll speak in a bit more detail afterwards. Okay then, so that was the three Electro-Harmonix pedals doing their thing, and I hope you enjoyed the tones on offer. Leave me a comment telling me which of the three you preferred and why. Normally with a video like this, I wouldn't leave a comment at the end, but lots of you have asked me about these pedals specifically, so I'm going to give you a few more opinions. Now, I did, like I said, buy these pedals all with my own money, and I've used all of them extensively in the time that I've owned them. Now, the Soul Food is a pedal that I absolutely love. It's fantastic for so many things, and it's the cornerstone of so many pedal boards for good reason. Klon Centaurs are great as an always-on pedal for low gain, for clean boosts, for raspy, mid-pushed, medium drive sounds as well, and they stack brilliantly with other pedals too. I love this one, and for under $100 new and significantly less used, it's an absolute no-brainer. When it comes to the newer Spruce Goose, this is probably my third choice of the three pedals here. That's not to say it's bad in any way, but it does something when you raise the gain levels up that I don't quite like. It gets kind of raspy, it sort of overloads itself, and it sounds like an amp that's sort of dying, which might be a great thing depending on the tones that you would want, but for me personally that doesn't work for the tones that I would like. And I do have a couple of other Bluesbreakers that I own, like the Wampler Pantheon for example, that I prefer to this pedal. However, for $130 it's a great choice as well, so if you're ever looking for a Bluesbreaker and you see one of these in a store, do give it a try and it might just float your boat. It stacks well with other pedals too, but again you've got to watch your gain levels or you're going to get that raspy tone going on, and if you're like me, you won't like that too much. So this is a cool pedal as well, but actually the Crayon is the unsung hero of the day here. I'm not sure if I mentioned it in the intro, but this is the most affordable of the three. This is about $80 or 80 euros, so very, very cheap. You could buy it on a whim, as I actually did a few years ago, and it surprised me no end with its versatility, its flexibility, and its tonal awesomeness too. I love it as a clean boost, I love it as a medium gain overdrive sound for the indie rock and the classic rock that I sort of play, and it's extremely versatile with the 2-band EQ as well. It's a fantastic pedal to have if you want it as an always-on sort of a pedal, just like the other two, but it's great if you're going to be wanting to use this as your main low to medium gain drive pedal too. It's a fantastic option, and I'd really recommend you give one of these a try, especially for the price. It's really, really worth your time. If I was going to be buying one of these three again, well, I'd be thinking about my use case personally. If I wanted something to have as a sort of always-on thing to just make my clean tone a bit more interesting, I might go for the classic Soul Food. But for me, if I wanted a slightly more versatile option, I'd probably pick the Crayon, because it is really, really way better than most people would give it credit for. So give it a try next time you see one, and I reckon we can get a bunch more Crayon converts by the end of 2024. I hope that this little video has given you a bit more information about these three pedals, and I hope maybe it's helped you if you're considering between the three. What other Electro-Harmonix pedals should I try out? I know I've not tried the Glove yet, I need to try that one. But what about similarly priced pedals from other brands? Let me know down there in the comments, and let's make the year 2024 the year of the pedal tasting, because why not? I hope you enjoyed this video then. Leave me a like and maybe even a sub if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.